For 4 days now, I have had a continuous ketone monitor applied. It's right there, hanging out on the back side of my arm. I have been really obsessively checking the app for the SciBio continuous ketone monitor. The app is called SciJoy, and it has been really interesting to me. I'm fascinated with what things boost my ketones and what things deplete the ketone readings. It checks it every 5 minutes, which is great because that gives you more data points. And it does it automatically. You don't have to scan it, which I also find to be very helpful. I only have 10 days left to test a variety of different things that I want to test because this product is not actually on the market until summertime. So I can't get my hands on another one until then. Today, I want to focus on butter as my main fat source. I have been fasted for 15 hours at this point, and I'm really hungry. So we're gonna start off with scrambled eggs and pats of butter on top and see what that does to my ketones. Breakfast is ready. I have 4 scrambled eggs. I cooked them in 1 tablespoon of butter. I used Redmond real salt, and then I topped the scrambled eggs with 3 more tablespoons of butter. I'm starving, so I'm gonna go eat this. Before I can eat those, I need to check my ketone reading so I can see how things go. All right, right now it's 11:43. If I can get my phone to show you properly, 0.3 on the reading. Let's see what 4 eggs and 4 tablespoons of butter with a little bit of good salt does for me. It's a little after 12:20, but I got caught up cooking lunch for my girls. So now I have a chance to talk with you, pulling up the SciJoy app, and we are looking, and at 12:21, I am still at 0.3. So still not reading very well, and that was with 4 tablespoons of butter. I am still very hungry right now. I kind of have a little bit of like a hunger headache almost. So I'm gonna go consume some more fat. I also feel like I need more protein. I'm very hungry right now. Okay, I have concocted something a little bit unconventional for myself. Here I have 5 to 6 ounces of a Greek style yogurt, and I added a little bit of extra protein and fat to this. For protein, I added 1 scoop of the Isopure unflavored whey protein isolate. That gives me an extra 25 grams of protein. For a flavor, I added in 1 scoop of the strawberry collagen from Perfect Keto. Of all of the Perfect Keto products, their strawberry MCT oil powder and strawberry collagen, top notch, hands down favorite. I also put my butter away. I also added in 4 tablespoons of room temperature butter. Now, when you add butter to something that is cold, it will not blend very well. So I took my immersion blender and blended it all together. And it's still not perfectly smooth, but it's close enough for horseshoes. I'm gonna go eat this, and actually, before I do that, let's double check it's taken me like 15 minutes to put this together. It's already 12:40. What are my current ketone readings? I'm still at a 0.3. My ketones keep fluctuating between that 0.3 to 0.5 and back and forth and back and forth, and it just looks like a big old squiggle here on my graph. Currently, it is 4:05. We've got places to be, and my ketones are at 0.3. A while back, I made a bunch of eggnog flavored fat bombs. I have this as half coconut oil, half butter, touch of sweetener, and I believe it was monk fruit that I used in this batch, and then a little bit of Lorian eggnog flavor oil and a little bit of nutmeg on top, if it will focus. I have 3 of these, and I'm going to eat these on our adventures out of the house today because I am hungry, but I don't have anything meat in the fridge that I can just snag and go. Next best thing, few fat bombs. 6:19, and I've been cooking dinner, and I'm starving. Presently, my ketones are at 0.4, and we are gonna be having some chicken patties that I have a recipe for here on my channel. So I've got broccoli, and then I do have bagged cauli rice, and let me see if I can't turn the light on. These are some homemade chicken patties. Like I said, recipe is here on my channel. I will try to remember to link that, but I think I'm gonna do an updated video of it. And that is going to be dinner. I am going to be using some of my homemade mayonnaise. I just made a whole pitcher full of that. So there's that. I'll be eating this dinner, probably 2 of those chicken patties and loads of mayonnaise on it. And then I will take a reading as soon as dinner, maybe like try to give it an hour and a half to 2 hours after dinner is finished to take my reading. Dinner's all done, has been for about 30 minutes now. Everything's cleaned up. So we're gonna go take a walk around the neighborhood. I'm curious to see how this impacts my ketones. We got back from our walk. It was shy of 2 miles. It was 1 3/4 miles. Couldn't quite get that extra quarter in there, but it's looking a little gray and ominous out there. So, you know, whatever. Anyway, so along the walk, my ketones got up to, or stayed at that 0.4 marker. And I am currently refreshing. We are currently at 0.3. And what I'm noticing is that it's taking a few hours for my body to take the fat that I've consumed and demonstrate ketones in the readings. So I'm not terribly concerned at this point. I'm going to continue to test and trial things. Right now I am going to have a decaf coffee with a little bit of heavy cream and just see what happens there. I will check on how that does overnight tomorrow. You know, since I don't have to scan the actual monitor, it means I never lose any data, which I really think that's neat. I do find it interesting that butter does not seem to have a high impact on my ketone readings. Therefore, I'm going to set down butter and try something else tomorrow to see what that does. And all of this is an experiment. I'm not trying to force my body to have wicked high ketones. I don't have any chronic illnesses I'm trying to combat. I'm just curious to see what different input yields as data. So anyway, thanks so much for coming along today, and I'll see you on my next test.